This is a Mercedes-Benz CLS400d. The standout feature here is this astonishing engine. Let's talk a bit more about it. Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. I've had this car now for the last 6 days and damn, I'm gonna make a statement now, and I know it's gonna be a bit controversial. I've driven a lot of cars this year. I've driven a lot of diesel cars this year. This is hands down the best 2.9 litre straight 6 diesel engine I have felt in the business. Not only does it sound damn good, but it accelerates like a bat out of hell. Power output here, 250 kilowatt and 700 newton meters of torque. If you guys can see over here, but here is a massive turbocharger, inlet housing over there, and a substantial exhaust housing as well. It's quite hot here, so I don't really want to touch there. I should just scorched my fingers there a little. But look at this, aluminium, aluminium, aluminium. There's quite a bit of aluminium in this car's construction. And the current weight of this car, as tested, is 1935 kilograms, 1935 kilograms. So it's not the lightest car around. Mercedes is so proud of this engine, they even put a 6-cylinder little badge over there. But let's talk about the overall design before we go for the engine, because I am going to do some draggy telemetry with this car for you. This car's design is stunning. I love the design. I love the little boomerang style daytime running lights over there. This car's headlights at night is amazing. It's Mercedes-Benz intelligent multi-beam LED system. So when you turn them on, they do like this dots across. This car is fitted with these AMG 20-inch wheels. They are in front. Let's have a look. They are 245, 35, 20s in front. And at the back, they are, I think they are deeper dish at the back. They are 275, 30-20s at the back. But if you come around to the back of this car, you just see the type of beautiful design. And I think in 7 or 8 years time, this car is still gonna hold its astonishing beauty. This car is really beautiful. We've got electric tailgate on this particular model, and you can see a very deep boot. All our jackets and things are in the boot. So I'm not going to show you too much, it's quite messy. Electrical tailgate as usual. If you climb inside, pillarless doors. Yeah, this car. Quite a tall person's driving position. I feel quite fine. My feet is also quite comfortable. We have digital climate control here in the center as well. And you obviously also have your Burmeister sound system with the signature Burmeister logo. And also a mid-range woofer by the looks of things. But I love also the narrow, if you can see the narrow window line. So it just makes you feel quite cocooned and quite comfy inside. Some people might have a problem with claustrophobia. I personally don't have an issue with claustrophobia, so I'm quite fine. But it is really comfy in the back of this car. The details, these vents, at night, guys, this thing looks like a freaking nightclub. It is stunning. More on this while we drive out of this little area. And we're going to get you guys some draggy telemetry with this car. I'm not going to cover too much the handling things like that. It has been covered in other videos. Liberebil is all about performance. So let's see what this engine is capable of. Mercedes-Benz claims a 5-second 0 to 100. I think we can do the 0 to 100 in around that time. Let's see how accurate we can get. Okay, so my driving impression so far of the CLS. Guys, the fuel consumption, right? I have been getting average numbers. I've personally been getting about 10 liters to the 100, and a lot of you guys are going to jump down and say it's quite heavy. I actually got this car as low as 6.5 on the open road, but I've just been doing a lot of town driving with the car. I haven't gotten the car on the straight yet because I have been quite busy this week, but I've been using the CLS to do everything. I took my mom to the shops. Parking the car is really easy. It's not very daunting. There's cameras right around. The reverse cameras are super high def. Let me actually show you that quickly. Let's just put the car into reverse here. It's very high definition, and you can see right around the car with this bird's eye view from the top down. So that's also not bad at all. And you can check when I move. It's just very sharp. I like that about the car. So we're gonna move quickly now to a spot where we can do some draggy telemetry for all of you, and I think you guys are gonna get the idea of how just brutal this car is. The drain or something is leaking here, so now we need to go very slow here through so we don't get the car too dirty. I think there's a lot of toilet paper. Ugh, goodness sake. Don't sit with this, Niyaaz. This is a douchebag pose. Hold my hands like this. One of the downsides of this car is if you have an older person climbing, tell them to stay. My mom knocked her head quite bad climbing into the car because she didn't bend the neck. So because of the low slung roof line, you do need to, there's a way to get in the car. The other downside is these bolsters. Mercedes has a thing of making their bolsters overly accentuated. So you do need to climb in the car properly or you're going to scuff this bolster up quite a bit. So I find myself always climbing in a bit sideways so that I don't scuff the bolster climbing into the car. So you obviously, if you buy this car with your own money, you're going to want to look after the bolster and not have it redone in a few years time because you haven't been climbing in the car properly. I'm sure there's a comfort seat option. I'm not too sure. This car as tested is just over 1.1 million rand. South African prices are inflated quite a bit, I'm very sad to say. We're gonna set the car up now, right? So you push this little dynamic button here and you go all the way to Sport Plus. You'll see a change over there. And we turn the aircon off for our better chances. And let's see what this car can do. Okay, we're just gonna do a 0 to 100 pull weekly and let's see. Right, what data do we have there?
5.19.
5 point what?
19 verified.
5.1 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do better on the start, so let's see if we can do a better start here quickly.
It's consistent.
0 to 100 again 5.1 seconds. So when this car comes out of motor plan, a stage 1 or stage 2 tune, this car should do 4 seconds 0 to 100 easy peasy. This engine is strong, extremely strong.
0 quarter mile in 14.7.
14.7 seconds quarter mile.
And it's like, what? I
We
don't know if
tapped,
you,
obviously we tapped off a lot earlier, but yeah. Guys, it's like a nightclub in here. Let's turn this off clear so we can talk clearly. I'm so nervous when I do videos like this because I don't feel like much of a motoring journalist so per se, but I like the fact that a lot of you guys buy these vehicles because you can level head with me, and there's like a feeling of I'm not trying to exaggerate like how I feel about these cars. I just really am really passionate about them. But I want to show you those lights quickly, what they do when they turn on. So let's turn the car off again. So just have a look at what they do. See the dots? So they've got multiple beams in them. They can beam form, and also here on the inside, right? So let me show you some of these settings. So if I push home and I scroll the little wheel here in the middle and I go to vehicle, alright, so vehicle, let me use this view over here, it should be a bit more clearer. Yeah, there we go. And I go vehicle, and then I say light settings, okay, and then I can say ambient lighting. So I can change these to these colors here, right? Or I can click multicolor off, and now I have up to, if I go right on this toggle over here, I have up to, I think it's 64 colors. So have a look at this, right? So I'm gonna go through these colors now, just fast down. So look at the dash changing. Oh, this is, look at this here. This is absolutely stunning, but I like it on the multicolor, and then I have it on purple sky. So then this above here is the purple color and this over is blue. Look what happens when I adjust the temperature, right? So I'm gonna push up. That goes red for hot. Look at that. And if I go down, it goes blue for cold. And then they will also like change through colors because I have it on the lighting effect, so it'll pulsate different colors all the time. And then obviously this dial in front of you, as you guys saw in the A-Class, I can customize this whole thing. But this car really just is, I actually told my dad earlier when I got home, I've fallen quite in love with Mercedes-Benz. And as you guys, a lot of you know, I want to own a Merc soon in the next year or so, if I can get my life in order. But I really just love this car. It's got its flaws, but I don't like, you know what guys, a lot of people criticize me for not like putting out all the flaws and stuff. I just feel like all cars have a personality and all cars have a soul. If you don't particularly like this car, you'll climb into a different variant. So I like pointing out all the positives of these cars because I really find the negative. Like I said, the only one I found was my mom tried to climb and she hit the head here on top because her pillar line is so low. But that is not the case with these cars. They put a light on here, so it's not as dumb. But wow, and did you see how that light just turned on? It just pulsed on. It's, yeah. Anyway guys, thank you so much for this video. Thank you for getting this far. If you made it this far, please tell me in the comments box below. And if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to Liberebil. We're trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by next year, June. And that is it. Be free, be you. Liberebil out.